Are you a bookworm? Have you considered that thing? Why is it that people who read books are called bookworms? Are there common denominators between readers and natural worms? That's what we want to find out in this insightful video. You're welcome to my channel. I am Gozie Okure. In this channel, we celebrate books, knowledge, and reading, and how we can leverage them for success in life. Please subscribe to my channel. You will definitely love what we do here. Now, let's go into the discussion. Who is a bookworm? A bookworm is a term that is used to describe people who love books and who spend a lot of time reading books. Now, that term, bookworm, originated in the 14th century, and it has a bearing with worms, but not exactly with regards with reading. Of course, you know that worms don't read, right? So it's in the 14th century, it was said that books were made from parchments or fibers of plant origin, and those books were susceptible to damage by insects, especially the larvae of beetles. Okay, the larvae of beetles were known to burrow into those books, eating up the chapters and destroying a lot of those books. Right now, with time, because of the burrowing activities of the insects, they were called bookworms. Over a period of time, the term became a figurative term that was used to describe people who love to read a lot. Okay, so let's look at the common denominators between natural worms and bookworms. The very first thing you need to know about natural worms is that they love to tunnel. They will tunnel or burrow into the soil, and that's exactly what book lovers do. They tunnel or they burrow into books, coming out with knowledge, inventions, and all manner of skills and body of knowledge. Okay, so that is the relationship between worms, natural worms, and bookworms. They both burrow into things. These ones burrow into soil, this one burrow into books, coming up with knowledge. The second common denominator between worms and book readers is the fact that worms love to be alone. They are usually solitary, right? They don't flock. They like to be quiet, doing their work without mingling or flocking. That's exactly what happens with book lovers. A lot of book lovers do not socialize. They are quiet, they stay on their own, they're introspective, they just stay on their own, reading their books and studying. So that's another relationship between worms and book lovers. Please subscribe to my channel if you've not done so, and click the like button so that this video can be shown to a lot more people. Okay, now the third thing, or the third common denominator between worms and book lovers, is the fact that worms are hard workers. Worms love to work hard. You see them in the forest everywhere. They are burrowing and breaking down organic substances and recycling them, converting them to nutrients that other plants can use. Okay, so that's what worms do, and that's exactly what book lovers do. They are usually hard workers. It takes a lot of diligence, okay, to read books consistently and to come up with ideas and inventions. Okay, so that's another common denominator between the worms and book lovers. Having seen that it has a lot of advantages being a bookworm, I think I want to encourage you to become one. And if you're a parent listening to me, make up your mind to raise bookworms. Years ago, in the past, a lot of our parents were raised by parents who put books in their hands. They grew up loving knowledge. They grew up being people of value, and they were able to bless their world. They became authors and became inventors and blessed their world massively. But in the 21st century, what do we see? See parents put gadgets into the hands of their children. A lot of children these days are, they are entertainment driven. They are fond of watching cartoons and playing video games, and it has given rise to a situation where you see young people after 30 years old, they're still dependent on their parents. They are still being funded, fed, and clothed by their parents. That shouldn't be. But flip the card around and you will see the average 21st century bookworm. Now, somebody might want to ask, do they exist? Yes. There are 21st century bookworms, children who are raised to love and to celebrate books. Now, among these ones, you will see that while other people are complaining that there are no jobs employers come to these ones, come to their homes to ask them to come and work for them. Now, why is it like that? Why are employers coming after the 21st century bookworms? It's because, you see, books are a store of knowledge. Books are idea banks. So each time these young people, the average 21st century book lover, is burrowing into books, learning, is coming out with a lot of ideas. And they say ideas rule the world, right? So they're coming out with a lot of ideas. They're coming out with, skills. They're coming out with knowledge. And of course, they become very valuable people. And you know that both funds and fortune flow in the direction of value. So that's why employers are looking out for them to employ them. And that should encourage everyone listening to me. Make up your mind to become a book lover. Make up your mind to become a bookworm, and then raise your children to be bookworms. I know what I'm talking about. I raised bookworms, and it makes all the difference, okay? It makes all the difference when you raise your children to love books, because eventually they will become people of value, and because funds and fortune flow in the direction of value, you will see that your children will be highly sought after. Thank you so much for being a part of this beautiful video. I want to believe that you have made up your mind to raise bookworms. In my next video, we'll be discussing more on bookworms. Please look out for them, and that's why you should subscribe to my channel if you've not done so, and give me a thumbs up so that a lot more parents will get to find this video. Till I come your way next time, remain richly blessed.